Welcome back. Today's a Sunday. I am recording this video from a place called Pontoc, Pisa, Italy. Today they got the Luna Park, the fun fair, and all these stands of thingy bobs which they're doing. It's the same patron of the local town, and there's going to be Thursday, San Patron of Pontedera, known as the City of the Vespa. Those who are famous for made in Italy products. Pontoc, a brief history. It used to be a Roman camping site during the Roman times. It was, and through the Middle Ages, has become a small towns. If it was a Etruscan or a Roman settlement, that's how they began mainly. There's a bit of history, and probably everyone may know about the Crimean Bridge attack. Obviously, Western leaders are boasting about it. It's a major victory for Zelensky, free God knows what, these cocksucking fools of the West. He just only made the Russian bear more angrier, but his anger won't blind him. He's a very patient animal, I should say, and he will retaliate in the right moment. Foresee, not like Western leaders. They are enchanting Armageddon, not the film, but the nuclear one. And Joe Biden, him. Well then, I don't know what newspaper, I think it was the New York Times or the Washington Post, coming out with stories. There are members of secret American forces operating in Ukraine since day one. Also, they're operating under the presidential directive. This is more like in the times Obama was creating that period then, and they've been supporting these Ukrainian guys, training them, supplying them with weapons and all that stuff, and targeting the Russian military targets, and even civilian targets on the Donbass, because the HIMARS need satellites for the guidance system for their to get their target, shoot at it. And basically they're using the Starlink of what you would call it, Elon Musk. In the last offensive, was it Kherson? The motive they lost a lot of troops and equipment is because it went on the blink. I asked my bloody self, NATO and the United States of America and military forces, you have to rely on a private company on a type of technology is not officially standardized for telecommunications and attack coordinations. You would believe a superpower, #1 in the world, don't forget, should have its own satellite systems. Well, Lavrov did warn. We know what's going on these communication bands, and we know where those satellites are. So, if I was you, you could remain in the dark without telecommunications or intelligence coordinates for planning attacks. And there's another thing which came out. It has been around some time. The Chinese government has been establishing law enforcement agencies. Yes, police stations in European countries, Canada and the United States. and they believe to have the jurisdiction as they have at home. You know how these guys work. Very dystopian society, so they use dystopian tactics, a bit like the Gestapo or the secret police of any type of forms. China is basically the modern version of Orwell 1984 society. And this model, the West wants a copy sooner or later. Well, to keep us distracted, as usual, with all this shit in the world they're going around with. So, the Chinese old bill will be after citizens of their own country for fraud done online and other type of offences against Chinese government. And they have even the powers to detain or even arrest, believe it or not. In a normal world, it's not legal because a police force from another country can't operate in another country as a police force. There's reason to believe they are, what you would call it, where they are present, they have signed secret agreements with those governments there. New York, Toronto in Canada. And they're present in emerging European cities. This is really frightening. You consider as a danger for national security for every single country where this type of so-called law enforcement agency is present. Who knows they don't do other things? It's already illegal, their presence to operate in those countries with signed, sealed deals with governments of those countries. So, don't expect any good out of this. And